And only that, but then Allah says, وَلَا رَتْبٍ وَلَا يَابِسٍ, and then anything that is fresh or that is dry. Now, ratb is a very interesting word, as that is typically used for something that is wet, like the rutuba is this freshness. So if you look at the date, we spoke about that when we talk about fisk, but the date, when you remove that dry skin, that freshness comes out. That freshness is the rutubat of the date. And that is why the Arabs would actually say ratab for anything that is fresh and that is wet, and also for something that is soft, like they say ghulamun ratabun. You know, this boy is someone who has feminine traits, meaning is very soft in nature. You know, so in a positive sense, like you have this softness in you, ghulamun ratbun. The Arabs also say ghasnun ratib for soft or tender branches. So imagine the branches of the trees that are pretty soft, that is ghasnun ratib. And then they also say warishun ratib. This is a soft feather. Okay, so what is intended by ratab and yabis? What is intended by this wetness, the softness, and yabis is something that is dry? The scholars actually give a few different meanings. So one is that Allah is saying anything that grows and that which is not going to grow, just like the habba, when it goes in the earth, sometimes the seed will actually come to fruition, sometimes it won't. So Allah Ta'ala, He knows both of them. And then secondly, the ratab refers to the tongue of the believer that is moist with the remembrance of Allah, and yabis refers to the tongue of the disbeliever that is dry from his remembrance. Third meaning is that ratab refers to the eyes that cry out of the fear of Allah. They're wet. Whereas yabis are the eyes that don't cry. Subhanallah. Illa fi kitabim mubin. Allah, He says, all of that is written fi kitabim mubin. Now, fi kitabim mubin can refer to two things. Number one, it can actually refer to Lawhil Mahfuz, the sacred tablet that is with Allah Ta'ala, or it can refer to something that is preserved with Allah, meaning the knowledge of Allah Ta'ala, His firm knowledge that can not be changed. And that is why kitaba is also used in that meaning, like the Arabs to say, amaluka kulluhu indi maktub. All of your actions are preserved with me. I have kept them with me. And so, because when you write something, it cannot be changed. So it's used also for the knowledge of Allah Ta'ala, that it is preserved, that it cannot be changed. So all of these things are only for Allah Ta'ala. So, all human beings, ayna tadhhabun? Where are you going? Come back to Allah Ta'ala. Build that connection with Him. It's someone who knows everything. He has treasures of everything. He can open it up for whomsoever He wishes. He can close it for whomsoever He wishes. He has the knowledge of everything that is on the earth and the land and the sea. He knows everything that's going inside you, everything that's going outside you. Allah knows everything, your situations, your relationships. Allah Ta'ala, He knows things that are significant and then things that are insignificant. Allah knows everything. So human beings. And then look at the beautiful pattern of this ayah. Allah began by talking about things that human beings cannot perceive. That is the knowledge of the unseen. And then He talked about bar and bahar, things that can actually be perceived by human beings. The land and the sea are things that human beings are exposed to, and they have the perception, and they can grasp it, and then they can understand it. And then He spoke about things that come down from above. The leaf is on the tree, and then it falls on the ground. It goes from up to down. And then Allah talks about the seed that goes from down below all the way up. It grows upward from down below. May Allah give us the understanding. There are many lessons that we can learn, but very quickly, this ayah disproves deism. You know how you have atheism. Atheism is not believing in any God. Then you have polytheism, that is believing in multiple gods, or pantheism, everything is God. Then there is something called deism, and deism is that, yeah, there is a higher being who created, but He left everything in motion. We don't believe in that. We are the people of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah Ta'ala. And our belief is that Allah did not only create, but Allah keeps on creating. And that is why all these present tense are used. وَلَا يَعْلَمُهَا إِلَّا هُ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَقَةٍ إِلَّا يَعْلَمُهَا. All of these things are used because Allah is highlighting that Allah is actively involved in the creation. So we don't believe in deism, we believe in theism. And also, this ayah proves that Allah has the knowledge of the universals and the particulars. Unfortunately, there are Muslims or people who claim to be Muslims who think that Allah only knows the universals, the big things, but Allah does not know the particulars. Allah does not know about the specific situations. So Allah knows that Kamran will be born, but Allah, na'udhu billah, does not know what's going to happen with Kamran on daily basis. Allah knows that Kamran will actually get married to Sakina, but Allah does not know the exact interactions that the two will have. Allah does not know about that, and Allah will find out as things happen. That is absolutely false. It's completely batil. It is something that is rejected. Allah Ta'ala knows the universals and Allah knows the particulars, and that is why He gave the examples of the two most insignificant things in the eyes of human beings. Waraqa, leaf. If you see leaves all the time, you know, when you're driving on the road or you're walking, you don't even a lot of times pay attention to all the leaves that you come across. Allah says, Allah knows in depth and everything about them, even the final stage. Allahu Akbar. And Allah knows about the habba, so forget about the leaves, even something more insignificant than that, or something more small than that, which is a seed. Allah Ta'ala is well aware of that. And not just seed, but fi dhulumat al-ard, that seed which is in the darknesses of the earth. May Allah Ta'ala give us the understanding, and may Allah build that strong connection with Him, that we understand that He is the one and the only one who knows everything about us, and that we want to stay in the close proximity with Him, inshallah, and the relationship that we build with Him. May Allah keep it till we take our last breath.